Ethan walked past the same homeless man every morning on his way to work, never sparing more than a glance. He told himself he was too busy to care, convinced that helping strangers was pointless in a world that rewards only the strong. One rainy morning, the man named Harold asked Ethan for a small umbrella to shield him from the pouring rain. Ethan shook his head dismissively and hurried to catch the subway, avoiding eye contact. Weeks passed, and Ethan's life seemed to be moving steadily upward. He received a promotion at work, bought a new car, and enjoyed a lifestyle that made him feel untouchable. But success made him complacent and arrogant. He often mocked coworkers who struggled or asked for help, believing that everyone gets only what they deserve. One evening, Ethan's car skidded on wet pavement and crashed into a tree. He survived, but the accident left him with broken bones and weeks in a hospital bed. The expensive hospital staff treated him well, but bills piled up faster than he could pay. The insurance company delayed approval, and his savings quickly diminished. During recovery, he overheard nurses talking about a local soup kitchen where Harold volunteered. Curiosity and guilt gnawed at him. He had walked past Harold countless times, blind to his kindness. Ethan decided to visit the soup kitchen once he was discharged. When he arrived, he saw Harold distributing meals, smiling warmly, and helping everyone without complaint. The homeless man Ethan had ignored for months was now an inspiration to dozens in need. People lined up to shake Harold's hand, not because of wealth or status, but because of compassion and genuine care. Ethan approached him, unsure of what to say. Harold recognized him immediately and smiled gently, saying, "You finally made it here. Welcome." Ethan felt a pang of shame. He realized that Harold had no obligation to help him, yet here he was offering warmth to a man who had once passed him by. For the first time, Ethan reflected on his arrogance, his selfishness, and his lack of empathy. He understood that life had been trying to teach him a lesson in humility and gratitude. He asked Harold how he could make amends and learn to be better. Harold simply replied, "Start by helping someone without expecting anything in return." Ethan volunteered at the soup kitchen every weekend. Each act of service, no matter how small, made him feel lighter and more alive than any promotion or luxury purchase ever had. His coworkers noticed the change in him and began respecting him, not for his rank or wealth, but for his kindness and sincerity. Slowly, Ethan rebuilt relationships he had once ignored or destroyed. Months later, Ethan's own fortune improved, but this time he approached it differently. He donated to charities, helped struggling friends, and treated everyone with dignity, regardless of their position or wealth. One day, he saw a young man struggling to carry groceries. Without hesitation, he rushed to help, remembering the countless times he had ignored people like him. The young man thanked him profusely, and Ethan realized that life's true richness came from generosity, not status. Harold's quiet example had transformed him in ways money never could. Years later, Ethan often shared this story with colleagues and friends, reminding them that wealth and power mean nothing without compassion. He understood finally that life rewards those who uplift others, not those who trample them. Looking back, Ethan realized the accident and Harold's influence were blessings in disguise. He had lost comfort and pride only to gain wisdom, empathy, and genuine fulfillment. And he vowed never to let arrogance blind him again. Life's greatest lessons, he understood, often come from the simplest acts of kindness we once overlooked. At the end, the moral message is true wealth isn't measured by money or status, It's measured by the compassion you show to others, especially when no one is watching.